Okay, team, Carson here, and I'm in the Dispositions app for FHB Master talking about the web display of properties. So I want to show from the top how this is going on in Podio and what everyone needs to know. And with this web display, what we do is on certain files, so I filtered down to the active files. Each of those files has a spot where it can be marked or selected. What is the web display status? Should this particular one be not displayed, displayed to the RTO buyers only, displayed to investors only, or displayed to both RTO investors, uh, both of them? So each of the active ones I've just placed on there right now. At the time being, um, I didn't, I wasn't selective about the properties. We just need some dummy data to play with. Okay, but over time, the DM will be in charge of making sure each file is marked properly. Okay. Um, that being said, we then have views over here on the side. So this web display summary is just for our quick reference. I have 7 that should be displayed on the web right now. 2 are specifically RTO, 2 are specifically investors, 3 are both. So that way I can have my unique views. Web display RTO is 5 because I have my 3 that are combined and my 2 uniques. Same with the investors, 5, and it's a different 5. Well, 2 of them are different. You get it. So these views are set up. These views should not be deleted. These views are used for piping the data through the outside system. Now that those are set up and we have data displayed on each of them, I'm in GlobiFlow. I go to the Dispositions app, and I've set up a CMS feed for each appropriate channel, the investor properties and the RTO properties. They can each be used separately, okay, embedded onto their own page. So looking at the RTO properties, for example, we just tell the system that whatever we want to see in our CMS is a table with click-through data. So when they click on one piece, it sends it, it kind of pops open a window to tell it more about that address or that property. And I've set it to display this information for right now. This is totally customizable. We can change the order. We can change the fields. We can change what's displayed here. I just had to put something in place to give you to put it on there and see what you like, okay? And I've put the same exact data display for both views. So they're gonna look exactly the same. They're just gonna display different properties based on their filters, okay? Um, from here, I want you to pay attention to information. So this is what we do with it. I'll give you the script that you have to paste in where you want this to appear. All right. And do realize that when we change the status of a property, so let's say I go and I tell something new, display to investors, um, it may take up to 15 minutes for that to be truly displayed. Don't think it's broken if you're testing back and forth and things aren't toggling back and forth immediately. So please be aware of that. That said, I will be passing this source script for both the RTO and the investor, and it will be there. I'll also be sending you this information about the snippet above, and um, right here information about the default style sheet. This is the part that really we need Todd's team to do. Carson's team cannot help. We don't know how to. It's not our expertise, I should say, do these style sheets. So you'll need some sort of style sheet. This can get you started with very basic, but you'll want to make it pretty and put it better. So this needs to go in the head section of the page where you paste this source. Okay, there we have it. That should explain everything. If there's a need for Todd's team to have access to Podio, we can give access so that they can come here and can play with these filters. I don't see how that will really change much though. It's truly this code that they need, and then just cleaning it up from there. We may want to give access if they want to get into GlobiFlow. And on the data display right here, we can play with the source code. And that is something that you may want to play with. You're welcome to. We can get you that access. Let me know if you would like it. That is what I can tell you as far as what we can pass along. And hopefully this lets you play with the properties as you wish.